Hello everybody, I am Torit Mato. Welcome to Art and Purulia. Today we'll see how we can match any shade using the primary colors. We'll keep both the versions of warm and cool of the primary colors besides white and black for this exercise. The answers of these 4 questions will help us in making the right decisions in making the shade. The first question is, what color is it? The answer will be any of the primary or secondary colors. The second question is, which version of the color is it? Warm or cool? That is, which tertiary color or nearest to one of these? The third question is, what is the value? That is it light, medium or dark? How light or how dark it is in the value scale? The fourth question is, what is the intensity? That is it bright, medium or dull? How bright or how dull? Once we know these answers, we start mixing by making the base color. We should take the lighter primary color and slowly add the deeper one. Once you get the hue correct, add white, grey or black to match the value, and then add the lighter color to brighten it or complementary color to make it dull. Here the color wheel should have yellow on top, and if you want to brighten purple, you can either add blue or red. If you want to brighten red, you can add red orange or orange. If you want to brighten orange, you can add yellow. To brighten yellow, you can add only white. Similarly, to brighten blue, add green, and to brighten green, add yellow. If you want to reduce the intensity or make it dull, add its complementary color. That is the color which is sitting opposite on the color wheel. Okay, let's start with some actual color mixing now. We'll start with this color. Let's answer the 4 basic questions first. Which color? It is green. What is the hue? It is slightly on the warmer side. What is the value? It is light green. What is the intensity? It is slightly on the dull side. So let's start with making the green color first by adding blue onto yellow. Yellow is the lighter color, so we'll add blue in small quantity onto yellow till the time we achieve the green shade. We've got a shade of green. Let's compare it by putting it on the side. It appears to be slightly lighter as well as brighter. A color card is an excellent tool, especially for the beginners, to find out the color combination. Like here we can see between the 2 primary colors of yellow and blue, there lies the green. So a combination of 2 colors, yellow and blue, should get us green shade. To check about its value, let's check with the value scale. Here we can see on the value scale, this shade matches with almost value 7. So far as the intensity goes, let's check with the intensity scale. Here this shade matches with the tint of yellow green. That means a green with more yellow in it and white added to it. So it's an easy way to find out how to mix this color. So let's add some white to the green shade what we have got. Now we have added some white onto it, and let's check whether it matches with the shade or not. Now as we apply, we find that the shade is much more lighter than the desired shade. So what we need to do is that we need to add in more color to it, that is more of yellow, and if required a little bit of blue into it, get back into the shade. The shade seems to be still off. We need to add some more yellow to it. Let's see. Now we have added a bit of yellow onto it, and let's see. No, the shade is still off. It is slightly brighter. So we need to make the shade slightly dull to match the shade. So how do you make a color dull? It's by adding a little bit of gray, which will even make the color slightly darker. So we'll avoid that. The other way is to add its complementary color. The complementary color of green is red. So let's add a little touch of red onto it and see whether we get closer to the shade desired or not. Now the shade what we got is still not the shade what we desire. Let's add a little bit of red again. Now the shade what we have got is almost matching with the desired shade. Okay, let's match the next shade, which is slightly maroon or slightly bluish purple. To get the purple shade, I mixed red and blue, but the shade what I got is much darker than the desired shade. So let's add some white onto it. This shade still is darker than the desired shade. Some more white let's add. Now we have matched the value, but it is dull. So we need to add a little bit of red to match the intensity. Now it almost matches the shade. Next we'll take up this light purple. We'll start off with mixing red and blue to get the purple shade, and thereafter to get the value correct we'll add some white because it's light, and thereafter see whether the brightness also matches or not, or else we'll have to keep checking and altering the colors to match it. Let's see. The value matches, but to match the intensity we need to add a touch of blue. See, the lesson learnt is it is easier to add a little bit of color to white to make a light color rather than keep adding white to a color to make it light. Now we have got the correct shade. Next we'll take up a shade of blue. It's turquoise blue, a cool shade of blue. So we'll take the cool blue color, phthalo blue, and since it's light in the value, we'll add white to it and see whether it matches or not. The shade is little light. We need to add some more blue to it to get to the desired shade. Now it has become more dark. So we need to add a little bit of white to get to the shade. The next shade I will take up is orange. So an orange shade we can get by mixing red onto yellow. Okay, let me compare the shade now. This is slightly dull, so I need to add more color to it. So adding more yellow and red, but this shade has become slightly dark. So let me add a little bit of yellow more. Now this matches with the shade. Next I'll take up a neutral brown color of slightly light value. A neutral color of brown we can achieve by mixing all three primary colors of red, blue and yellow. So let's start matching, and maybe a little bit of white will be required to get the value correct. Now this has become light in the value. We need to add a little bit of red to it to get back to our desired value. Now it matches with the value exactly what we desire. This brings us to an end to the color matching exercise. Watch out for my next video on watercolor painting. Thank you for watching this. See you.